Welcome to the Mindfuel Chakra 30-day series, where we're going to balance, energize, and bring vitality to the chakras. Make sure you're subscribed and don't forget to like and comment. Let's dive in. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Mindfuel Chakra Series. This is our final day working with balancing, energizing, and connecting with the seventh chakra, our crown chakra. So if you've been with us this entire series, you know that Angel brings the dance and the movement for us to connect with the chakra that we are working with. And as you can tell, we are on the floor, we're on our mats today. So how are we going to dance? How are we going to groove with this particular chakra? Well, we are definitely in for a beautiful treat of an angel leading us in something different, but still connected to dance, still connected with connecting to our higher self, to divine source. And that's what this chakra is all about. We're finally at the top where we can connect to the highest version of ourselves, connect to universe, connect to source. And now that we hopefully have these chakras a lot more balanced and aligned, we can better now receive wisdom from divine source. We can now connect with our inner guidance and our inner wisdom and really go out into the world feeling at peace and at bliss. Isn't that amazing? So with all of that said, I'm going to go ahead and turn it over now to Angel to lead us in today's beautiful practice for the crown chakra. Let's dive in.
Hey everyone, welcome to your mat. Today's practice is going to require a little different. It's going to be a little different than we've done in the past, and I invite you to do this practice with me. This is a practice I've been doing for over 20 years. This is a practice when I teach teams of dancers or individuals of dancers. I do this practice with them as well. This is a practice that helps you release and really connect with divine, with source. It allows us to be present and see ourselves for the greater version of ourselves. And so I invite you to get comfortable. I invite you to get in a space where you can feel your body. So meaning if you need to get comfortable, move yourself around. I want you to not feel any kinks. So if you need to release anything, stretch anything, go forward, go back, right? Just get yourself in a place where you feel comfortable. Maybe it's cross-legged, maybe it's legs out. Get yourself in a place of comfort. We're going to ground ourselves the way we've been doing in all of our practices together. We're going to start with breath. And during the last breath, I really want you to know that you are in a comfortable and safe place. I want you to know that you are here with us. And if you're doing it with someone next to you or a group of people, know that you are safe with them as well. And today's practice is really about yourself and going on this journey for yourself. And so I invite you to connect with presence, connect with yourself. And on the third breath, when we release, keep your eyes closed. And the reason why is today's dance and today's practice is really going to be around visualization. It's really going to be around connecting with your higher self and connecting with your higher, your greatness. So with that said, let's get started. Now that you found your comfort, we're gonna get grounded. We're gonna take some breaths in, some breaths out. And the third breath, like I said, keep breathing your normal pace, but keep your eyes closed and really focus on my voice and the guidance that I give with love. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Last one, breathe in. Breathe out. Find your breath And I want you to imagine yourself, you, looking yourself in the mirror. In this room that you're in, you're backstage. You're in a backstage of a theater. And you're looking at yourself, you're getting ready. And you have these butterflies because you know what's coming. You have this anticipation because you know what's coming. But still you look at yourself and you say, you got this. Because you know that you've prepared. You know that you've given it everything. You've got rehearsals and practices. And you're about to show it off. You're about to go and show it off. So they're getting your makeup, they're getting your costume, they're getting everything together for you. And you're just looking at yourself in the mirror and getting ready. And you're visualizing yourself and looking at yourself and really saying, I got this. I got this. Name, I got this. They tell you 5 minutes. Someone knocks on the door and they say, hey, you have 5 minutes left. You have 5 minutes. And you're like, okay, here we go. This is what I've been preparing for. I have 5 minutes left until I go on stage. You get up, they give you your costume, you're ready. You already have the makeup, you have the costume, you have everything on already. You're making your way to the stage, and you're backstage. And the announcer's on that stage, and by the way, this is a theater, and this is that 10,000 person theater. And everyone in this theater is coming to see you. And you are ready. And you still have these butterflies, maybe this little bit of ants and anticipation and you know, that feeling that you get. But you trust, you breathe. You breathe through it and you know you're present. And you know you're protected. And the announcer says, ladies and gentlemen, it's with great honor that we invite, yes, that's right, the person we're all here to see, the person that we are all here to see. I want you to get up, stand, and give a round of applause to you. The crowd, you hear them from the background. And as you walk up the steps to the stage and you walk out on the stage now, you see these lights, these bright lights. You see this huge audience, and the lights are still dim, so you're able to see faces out in the crowd. And as you're walking towards the center of the stage, you see your family. Hey, you see a friend that you haven't seen in a long time. You see someone that you just met that is there. You start seeing all these different faces and familiar faces, and you start realizing your why of being on this stage. And finally you get in place. The lights dim, the spotlight hits, and it's go time. All of a sudden the music plays, and you're in tune, and you start, and you go, and you move the way you want to move, and you remember every cue. When you're big, your energy is so big, but the people in the back can feel it. People at the end of the audience can feel it at the very top. And as you're moving through the stage and doing every cue on beat, and doing every moment and movement on beat, the audience gasps when you want them to. They cheer when you want them to, because you're crushing it. And everything you've practiced for is here. and you're doing it. And you're doing it. And you're coming to a close and you realize, all right, here's that big move. Here's that big move, but we're going to do it. 3, 5, 6, 7. Big move. That one you've been practicing. That one that you've practiced for years. And you nail it. The crowd applauses. They stand up. You come back to the center of the stage. You put your hands up in the sky. Receiving the cheers, and you bow. You come up, the lights are dim again, and you see your family. You see your friends. You see that person you just met that wanted to join you and support. And you're so proud. And the crowd is still cheering. They can't get enough. You bow again. You bow again. Gracefully, you walk off the stage. You go down the stairs. You go right back to the dressing room. On the way to the dressing room, everyone was crowding you and giving you your congratulations. And they're just so proud of you as well. And you go back to that seat. That seat in that dressing room. And now it's just you. It's you. And you realize it's always been you. And you realize it's always been in you. And you look in the mirror of that dressing room and that spotlight that's within that dressing room, and that mirror, and it's shining on you. And you say, you did it. You did it. You did it. You did it. Yes. You take a deep breath, and you realize, you open your eyes, and you realize that you did it, and that everyone was there to see you do it. And you realize it was all worth it. The practice, the showing up, the preparing, the preparing, the preparing. And you realize that there's more to come. Because then your assistant walks in the door and they say, hey, you did it. And you're like, I know. I'm proud of you. Thank you, I'm proud of me too. You look back in the mirror and you say, thank you. You look at yourself and you say, thank you. Feel how that feels to say thank you to yourself. And realize that this is bigger. That whole motion was bigger than just ourselves. That life force, everything that's around you guided you and is guiding you. And as we come back to this practice, as we come back to our mat, as we start breathing in and breathing out together, and as we slowly start opening our eyes, and finding maybe a bigger breath, a bigger tempo or a faster tempo with our breath, because we're coming back to space. Now we're going to open our eyes here together in 5, 6, 7, 8. On 1, open your eyes. There was a feeling that you felt during that. There was an emotion that you felt during that. There was a presence that you felt during that. I invite you to know that this is always with you. I invite you to know that your crown chakra is with you. Your higher being is with you. And that we did this practice today in the space of dance, But you could do this practice at any time. The next time you have a conversation with your team, with your family, in preparation for that big meeting at work, or a conversation with your boss, or a conversation with yourself. You can envision yourself and being the best version of yourself and anchoring yourself in that and being that who you are moving forward. So I thank you for joining today's practice.
Thank you, Angel.
You're welcome.
That was so beautiful. I definitely felt emotions. When I was a kid, I used to pretend to dance and see an audience and visualize that all the time. So I was like, oh my gosh, this is my moment. And then afterwards, a few things I felt called to share was two things. When I went back into the dressing room, I realized I transformed and I started to see myself in what I actually do now. So my outfit changed, the stage changed, and I'm a public speaker. So I started then to realize, I went through the exercise as the dancer, as I going out and doing a dance. I picked the song, I knew what song it was. And then I was like, oh, now when I go and visualize, I can really visualize myself doing something I really do, which is go on stage and speak to thousands of people. And then you kept saying, turn around and look at yourself again. And I'm feeling the emotion coming up now as well. Like this time when I looked, I saw my inner child. And she was like sitting on the stool and she was just so happy. And she was just there, like she was there with me, which she is, right? All of our inner childs are with us. And so that was just so beautiful in that connection. So thank you so much for this, Angel. That was so amazing. And thank you for being a part of this whole Mindfuel Chakra series and bringing just your essence and your gift to this. I didn't look up to see if anyone has incorporated dance with the chakras. I'm sure they have. We're not trying to invent the wheel, but Angel is just such an amazing dancer, so talented. And we're both on our healing journey. We're a married couple. So we're both on our healing journey as individuals. And as you guys know, I'm all about self, but we also get to share this journey together and root for each other and support one another. And so it's been so nice to have you be in front and lead and doing this together. So thank you so much for that. And thank you all for showing up for yourselves. We are not done with this series yet. This is a 30-day series. So we have 2 more days within this 30 days. This is day 28. So with day 29 and day 30, I'm going to be leading the next 2 days Kundalini yoga. So using Kundalini yoga to put all of this together and finally kind of go out of this series with a bang, really connecting and moving and chanting and doing all the things that we have been doing throughout this series. So make sure to continue being a part of the journey for yourself, and I'll see you back here tomorrow. Namaste. If you enjoyed today's practice and you're not yet part of the Mindful Motion community, subscribe today for more daily mindfulness.